you doing, guys? Coach J here, traincomplete.com. If you're new to the channel, I'm a personal trainer and sometimes I react to workout videos where I can hopefully explain the stuff what they do in the video, or even correct the forms and correct the flaws what they have in the training regime. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna start a new series today where I'm gonna react to Man Health's train-like videos and maybe other videos what they have up on their channel. Today we're gonna do the Henry Cavill train like the celebrity. How did he was getting ready for the role of the Witcher. If you know, I used to do like a lot of celebrity training videos back in the gym. So once I did the one on Henry Cavill as well when he was getting ready for a Superman role, which I really liked. Is one of my favorite workout, is a power circuit program. When it comes to workout, Henry Cavill puts everything into it. I remember when he was getting ready for the Superman role, he was doing a lot of functional work, carrying stuff, so he wanted to look like someone who was able to do those stunts. So I really like his workouts. Let's go to this one and see what he was doing when he was getting ready for the Witcher.
Hi everyone, I'm Henry Cavill and I play Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher. I'm here today to talk about some of my training and how it has differed over the years, especially from movies like Immortals and Superman up until now in The Witcher. I'm going to show you some of my movements with my trainer that apply to my weights regime. Every morning I started with fasted cardio and then I did a weight training regime which happened whenever I could fit the workout in with my schedule.
So about fasted cardio, maybe the science says it's you can lose a little bit more weight if you do your cardio fasted. It's really depends on your likes and dislikes. If you don't like to do cardio fasted, then actually it's gonna be really counterproductive because you're not gonna put the work in what you need to do to lose weight. So if you're someone who is working better on with something having in your stomach, then I suggest to eat something and then do your cardio. It could be just a light something, you know, like a shake with a banana or something, which is very low in calorie, but actually it allows you to train harder, and in the long run you're gonna burn more calories than someone who's just very miserable and low on energy, and then your training is gonna be detrimental what you would be if you train with after food, after a pre-workout meal.
And I'm going to show you some of those movements now. This is my trainer Dave Rienzi, and he has guided me through a couple of years now of various programs, and for The Witcher in particular we had to focus on things which would support the level of stunt work that I was doing.
Absolutely, and really with all the stunt work he's doing, the key foundation movement we're going to incorporate is a Romanian deadlift to strengthen the posterior chain. He's doing a 4-second negative with this, and then a 2-second pause at the bottom, and then coming back up, contracting the glutes. And the whole key here is just maximizing time under tension, so he's able to fatigue the muscles more, but not overstress his nervous system and his adrenals.
Yeah, which helps because the days are long and it's important for me as an actor to go through all of this, whether it be in the morning or the evening, and still have the ability to come to set and perform as an actor to the highest level, to have the endurance to do all the stunts without getting injured, and to have neurological capacity to be a great partner to my show.
So it was great that they were explaining why they're doing this exercise, because a Romanian deadlifts with the band on and the 4-second negative, it's actually more, sounds to me, it's more like a bodybuilding style of training, because you keep, they said, tension on the muscle, you don't put the weight down, so it's gonna be a very long set where you have to hold the weight and push it through. So it's a little bit weird for me that they chose this exercise with the bands on, because to me it's more like a bodybuilding exercise than a functional exercise. I would do a deadlift rather, or they could do a trap bar deadlift, which starts from a little higher point, but you can still overload the muscle. But let's see what they say.
Doing 4-second negative with this, and then a 2-second pause at the bottom, and then coming back up and contracting the glutes.
Yeah, this is mean set. So 4 seconds down, 2 seconds at the bottom, and then come up. So this is at least a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 second per rep, and you have to do 10 repetitions. So it's gonna add up to an 80-second exercise, which is way over 1.5 minutes. It's gonna be a very, very long set, which is very fatiguing. So I don't know. It's a little bit contradictory what they say. It's gonna tax the nervous system.
What we do with this technique here is I have him utilize a hip circle above his knees. So basically, with incorporating that, he's activating his glute medius and really keeping the glutes activated and fired the whole time. So the next exercise we're utilizing here is a hyperextension. We're actually doing this on a glute ham machine, which is going to be more challenging than a traditional hyperextension machine. And what we're focusing on here is isolation, really contracting the glutes at the top, holding each repetition for 2 seconds, and really continuing the conversation of making sure the posterior chain is as strong as possible.
When it comes to the posterior chain and the kind of stunts I have to do, especially when it's pirouettes with swords, anything which is based upon one leg movement where a knee can have a bad injury if you don't have that glute medialis engaged or that posterior chain, this stuff is what saves me.
And the focus here is again on isolating the posterior chain.
Again, this is a great exercise, and I think everyone should do this. But again, he was talking about the glute medialis, which is on the side of your glutes, and it's barely activated on the glute hamstrings. What it's gonna do is glute maximus. So the big muscle on it's basically glutes. When we're talking about glutes, that's the glute maximus. The medius is on the side, and you have to do side lunges or something on one leg. He was talking about one leg pirouettes and stuff. Yes, you need to activate those muscles, but this exercise is not going to do that. You need to do one leg exercises like lunges or side lunges, which is going to activate that. So again, it's really contradictory. I don't know. It's a bit weird how they say something but they do some different stuff. Maybe they cut the video. I don't know.
Really activating glutes in the lower back. He's performing the repetitions by pausing at the top for 2 seconds and really squeezing and engaging those glutes. And then his hands are behind his head, which actually makes the movement a little bit more challenging, engaging a little bit more of the erectors as well. Another key to Henry's training here is really focusing on core strength. So this movement we're doing here is an oblique static hold. And what he's doing here, he's extending his arms, he's holding in his core tight, and basically what this is allowing us
Love
to
this
do is
exercise.
activate the
Very good.
abdominals and the obliques at the same time. He's also keeping his glutes engaged. By extending his arms out and then inward, he's making the movement even more challenging. So typically what we'll do is he'll hold it out here for about 30 seconds, and then he'll go into extensions.
With this especially, this helps with one, endurance when I have to do a fight scene over and over and over again with a sword. If I'm using a real sword, real weighted sword, it's very heavy and requires lots of endurance to do the moves safely and perfectly each time. And it also allows for nice explosive movement, which is very typical for the Witcher.
Again, this is an isometric movement, and he was saying he's gonna help you with dynamic explosive movements. Yes, it's a foundation, but you can turn this into more explosive kind of stuff like a wood chipper or reverse wood chipper, which is gonna transfer more to the dynamic movements what you do with the sword. But again, it's just a lot of mixing stuff together. I don't know, it's a bit weird to me.
For this role, Henry needed to do a lot of sword fighting. So with the sword fighting, the key for the training was to really focus on the shoulders, making sure the shoulders are strong, and then also that muscular endurance is there for the shoulders. This movement here is a variation of side laterals and front raises. So each repetition is actually 3 repetitions. He's starting out in the traditional side lateral for the first rep, then he's coming a little further forward for the next one, and then doing a traditional front raise for the next one. So this allows us to target the medial deltoid and the anterior deltoid in one movement.
As Dave said, this really helps with the sword fighting aspect. Swords are typically very, very heavy, and when you're using them all day long, over and over and over again, every day, it really does help to have that muscular endurance in the shoulders and the strength to be able to move in explosive movements and also control, because when you're film fighting, you're not going through for kill strikes. You're pulling the blow at the last second, but you have to keep that speed up between the striking moment and the stopping moment to make it look realistic. And so the extra strength and endurance in the shoulders really helps with that.
He's starting out in the traditional side lateral for the first rep, then he's coming a little further forward for the next one, and then doing a traditional front raise for the next one.
Basic bodybuilding stuff. I think it could be, again, a way better exercise if you go with dumbbells but do a wood chipper, a reverse wood chipper, where it's not attached to cable, so it's a free weight, so you can mimic the weight. Or you can do this with the barbell, which is really mimics the movement of the swerve. I've done this in my Amazon workout when we were doing the, what was the name? The Galgado workout. We were doing the wood chipper with a barbell, and that's really mimics the sword fight. There is a lot of core, glutes, and it's really dynamic and very, I think that's the closest what you can have for a fight, and it's gonna train all the muscle which you need for the fight. I would do something more specific for that movement if you want to build up. Obviously that's great for shoulders, he needs to get big shoulders, but they should say like, okay, we want to grow muscle, so we're gonna do some side raises to build some muscle, not for specific or sport specific movement.
So this exercise we're performing here is going to be a dumbbell curl alternating from a static hold.
Yeah, for the sword work in particular, again, it's what this really helps with is my forearms. That constant time under pressure. When you're holding a sword, the first few takes are fine. When you're into take 16 of the day and you're doing very complex movements with your wrist, your forearm does start to die, and you then end up throwing swords across the room rather than making a swing. And so it does make a big difference to have that muscular endurance in the forearm especially. With horse riding also, this can make a difference because if you have a particularly powerful horse, whether it be a stallion or anything else, which is really going for it, to have that necessary heave back on the bit, it does help. It does help to have extra strength.
So again, it's really confusing. I would use something like a tick bar deadlift or a tick bar pull-up to strengthen my forearm. If you're doing something around sports, you don't want to do the same in a weight room, because your skills gonna come from your sport, not from the weight room. You want to be stronger in weight room and do sport specific stuff in sport or on your skin or whatever you do. So I preferred his previous workout, previous regime, when he was doing more functional stuff, carrying heavy loads, and that's gonna transfer over more to his role in his play and his act. Again, good stuff. I saw a lot of good stuff, but what they say, it was a little bit hitting wall with what they were showing. But he's gonna explain something in a second. Let's go back here.
It has been a selection of moves. That is not a workout in particular, but those are moves which we put into workouts depending on which muscle group or muscle groups we are working for that particular day. The most important thing to remember is that you are you. Everyone has a different genetic makeup. Everyone is at a different stage of fitness or training, or even has a different amount of calories going in. So you do you, and just make sure each workout is the hardest that you can do it. Don't look at the person next to you, just work out whether you worked as hard as you could for that workout.
Hey, great advice. Couldn't say better. Again, prefer the previous workouts, previous regime where we trained for a Superman role. This is not bad. It's just a really weird selection, what they say and what they were doing. Hey, if you like this kind of video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more. I'll catch you in the next one. Train complete. Train complete.